So into the arena is the reigning Asian Continental Youth Champion, 18 years of age, Uldana TAUBAY of Almaty. Began boxing some 7 years ago in 2017, and my goodness, she has taken to it like a proverbial duck to water. In the Continental Junior Championships 2 years ago, she came away with silver, and she was the 2023 national champion of her homeland in the Central Asian nation. Her opponent is also 18 years of age, and that is Kyla Doyle from Dublin. She too, a continental queen, having taken top spot on the podium in the 66 kilogram weight class at the event in Pre-bout, Croatia earlier this year. Took her second Irish national title when she claimed the under-18 crown earlier this year as well. Plenty of multi-nation success under her belt, and what a matchup we have in store here. Two continental champions facing off for World Championship gold here at the Budva Sports Center Arena in Montenegro. So final moments of instruction being received by TAUBAY over in her red corner. Equipment will now be checked by the referee. Gum shield in place, head guard secure, belt line visible. And now, same process will be carried out over in the corner of Kyla Doyle. Both of these boxers will be itching for the sound of the opening bell to get this one underway. So we're underway then. This is light welterweight action in the women's 66 kilogram, welterweight action in the women's 66 kilogram division. The gold medal bout between boxers from Kazakhstan and Ireland. It's an all-orthodox affair. The woman wearing red is Uldana TAUBAY, 18 years of age. And the woman in blue is a fellow 18-year-old Kyla Doyle of Dublin. Each of these boxers proved to be the best on their respective continents. From those events held earlier this year, the Asian Championships for Youth was held in Astana in Kazakhstan, the European Championships in Pre-bout, Croatia. Nice left hand landed by Doyle. She caught TAUBAY just as she thought about launching her own offense. TAUBAY in search of the left jab, backhand, reach from that orthodox stance from TAUBAY. And it's TAUBAY looking to press, looking for the left hook to the body, but then look at Burns counter-punching upstairs, keeping the attack going for a sustained moment of success. Wonderful punch picking in between the hands of TAUBAY, and now on the front foot, launching an overhand right. Clever right uppercut turned underneath from Doyle. Spinning off the line effectively is Doyle, then walking back in with a really flashy attempted left hand from around her quad. Couldn't quite find the range, and neither boxer looking to work away. Instead, they're going walkabout, forcing the intervention of the ref. Good left hook slung into the body from TAUBAY, but then straight shot successes from Doyle. Terrific quality and evidence between these two continental champions. Scoring left jab from Doyle as she's moving clockwise to her left. There's the same shot once again, and a beautiful counter right hand followed by another right hand success. Wonderful punch picking through this passage of the round from Kyla Doyle. TAUBAY, aware that she's being picked off repeatedly, going in search of her get back, but the woman who has found her range with more consistency and more accuracy is Kyla Doyle through this passage of the second round. Good head movement to avoid the incoming fire. She'll be keen not to put her head below the belt line. Flashy bolo shot, wound up and attempted into the body with the backhand. I think it may have strayed around the rear to the kidneys, but that right hand that followed to the head was right on target, as was that two-punch combination. And showing contempt for the skills of her opponent now, trying to discourage her, is Kyla Doyle, hands down by her belt line, and just content to use her reflexes to weave away from the punches. Counter right hand again. Sensational boxing from Kyla Doyle. Once we got beyond the halfway stage, well, Kyla Doyle seemingly went to another level and began to pick off Uldana TAUBAY with consistent effectiveness. Terrific performance. Her left jab, her overhand rights, her hooks to the body. And make no mistake, as evidenced by her continental successes, Uldana TAUBAY knows her way around the boxing ring. But Kyla Doyle went to another level in the second half of that opening round. At least that's how I saw it. But what say the 5 scoring judges? So the Kazakh corner working to keep their fighters' core temperature down, and it's a clean sweep of the cards for Kyla Doyle, including a 10-8 verdict returned from judge number 4. So we go into the second round then, and the woman who is in the ascendancy after a really strong conclusion to the opening 3-minute frame is Kyla Doyle of Dublin. Left-right success for TAUBAY because she knows that she was bested in that opening round. IBA live scoring available to not just viewers watching this stream and those in and the corners, but also to the boxers that will be being communicated as well. Complete transparency in the judging and scoring. Big swing and a miss with the roundhouse right from Kyla Doyle. That shot going around the rear of the head. Corkscrew left attempted, but then she kept the attack going and scored with a left hand that shot up on an upward trajectory. Nice movement in the pocket once again with the head from Doyle. Oh, what a left hook right hand. The start of a blistering combination for Kyla Doyle. Right uppercut being brought into play and a stiff left jab. Right hand in between those two shots as well from Doyle, who is having a whale of a time in there in this gold medal bout. She's found her range, found her timing, found her distance, and my goodness, that was a terrific passage of the round for Kyla Doyle. Left hook slung into the body from TAUBAY, who is now showing her competitive spirit because she's being outboxed in the first half of this second round, just as she was in the final half of the opening round. But she is still in there competing. And that, of course, the hallmark of a champion. Good left hook to the body from TAUBAY. But look at that. Straight shot successes. Pinging the head back of TAUBAY. And the referee intervening to issue a standing count. Stealing a glance to her corner is Uldana TAUBAY. Now, what has this done to the confidence of the reigning Asian Continental Champion? As she's standing, looking to fight fire with fire, resulting in a furious trade-off of straight punches between her and Kyla Doyle. But it's Doyle who has had the better of this second round. And again, remember, TAUBAY knows what it takes to be declared a champion, having been crowned as national champion last year. In addition to that continental success, good work with the right hand from Kyla Doyle. And remember, it was none other than the champion from the roaring 20s in the professional ranks, Jack Dempsey, who said a champion is someone who gets up when they can't. And a way of interpreting that is that they never know when they are beaten. TAUBAY will know more than anybody that she's enduring a tough gold medal bout here, but she will still believe, as she scores with a good left hand of her own, she will still believe that she possesses the quality and the wherewithal to turn this one in her favor, but made to miss by good movement, and then a bolo shot to the body with the right hand. Left hand followed upstairs from Kyla Doyle. And in this battle of continental queens, it is the European boss, Kyla Doyle, who is having the better of this one. She took the opening round on a unanimous clean sweep of the cards, including a 10-8 scorecard from judge number 4. And this one was more of the same, if not more dominant, because she brought about a standing count courtesy of a sustained combination of really impressive quality. She's oozing confidence. The coaches are absolutely delighted because Kyla Doyle carrying out the game plan to perfection. That's where she made TAUBAY miss and then came back with that cracking bolo right uppercut followed by a stiff left jab. It has been a sensational display of boxing from the European champion, and surely she'll be in a commanding position on the scorecards as we go into the third and final round. And there is confirmation of a clean sweep of the cards. 3 10-8 verdicts returned for Kyla Doyle. Such was her dominance in round number 2. So as we go into the third and final round of this gold medal bout, Kyla Doyle has been simply sensational. She has pushed the reigning Asian Continental Youth Champion to the periphery of this contest. But Uldana TAUBAY does not know that she is beaten, and she will be calling up upon her champion's credentials in a bid to try and turn the tide. But she needs a massive final round. Takes another piston straight left jab that completely stopped her in her tracks. And Kyla Doyle, well, when a boxer's flowing like this, electing to stand still in front of her opponent now, well, they'll be able to box for 15 rounds in a night if called upon. It's easy right now for Kyla Doyle, and that's not to disrespect Uldana TAUBAY. But you can see the expression on the faces of the Kazakh coaches. They know that TAUBAY knows what she has to do, but she is being faced with an opponent who is simply inspired. Up on her toes, wonderful right hand, but she's spoken to about punching incorrectly with the inside of the glove, which rendered it a slap. She goes for the same shot once again, and this one strays into rabbit punch territory around the rear of the head of TAUBAY because it was slightly long. Credit to TAUBAY for biting down and letting her hands go during that combination to enjoy a period of success. Doyle, for her part, she can afford to enter bout management mode here now, as again, right hand, left hook in that reverse 1-2 from Doyle, then spins off the line with a check left hook, and she really is enjoying her work here now, standing with her hands contemptuously low, presenting a stationary target, but her footwork has been sublime for the entirety of this contest. So TAUBAY entering the realm of requiring a stoppage here now, because she required a massive final round to try to get back to parity after she conceded a 10-8 scorecard in the first from Judge 4, and then 3 10-8 scores returned in the second round. And TAUBAY, well, her problems continuing to mount because now the head guard has been dislodged. No coaching supposed to be given during this moment of running repairs. TAUBAY knows that the clock is not on her side. Stoppages not a prominent feature of IBA women's boxing, truth be told, in youth boxing in general. And that is what TAUBAY is going to require here. But Doyle has oozed confidence from the opening bell, and that confidence has only grown. Left hook not too far away from TAUBAY, followed it up with a right hand, but look at the punch picking from around her kneecaps being exhibited by Kyla Doyle. It's been a sensational performance in this gold medal bout, and clear daylight has been put between the Asian Continental Champion and the European Champion, and it is the fans of the Fighting Irish who will be the happiest at the sound of that final bell. And again, body language so instructive. It's rather subdued over in that red corner, whereas here in the stands of the Budva Sports Arena in Montenegro, it is the Irish tricolor that is being flown in celebratory fashion, because their boxer, Kyla Doyle, found her range. And from the second half, the halfway stage of the opening round, she went to another level of boxing, and Uldana TAUBAY of Kazakhstan could not go with her. Let's get the official verdict. It's likely to be unanimous and declare Doyle as the champion. So Kyla Doyle with a kiss for the cameras at having been declared a unanimous point decision victor, and now the celebrations begin in earnest. She absolutely delighted, warm embraces from her coaches, and they'll be sharing in this moment of joy because they were the team that drew up the tactics and they were carried out to a T by Kyla Doyle for the entirety of this contest. An absolutely superb performance in every facet of the game. Boxing on the front foot, off the back foot, variety, shot collection, selection, ring generalship, all of those qualities combining to see Kyla Doyle box her way to top spot on the medal podium and be crowned as the world youth champion in the 66kg welterweight division. There are a whole host of Irish boxing heroes to inspire Kyla Doyle, and a woman from Dublin has just added her name to a brilliant roll call of honour for the Fighting Irish. Kyla